I've never started a video crying before, but the new tower defense simulator leaks are making my eyes leak some tears. It's just, they're so beautiful. I'm not really crying.
Got him!
But I am being serious when I say these new leaks are beautiful. They really are. The truth is, I never thought I'd live to see this first one, so let's go ahead and start examining these pure works of art. This video is the first time the devs have released any footage showing us how matchmaking is gonna work with teams. I am way more optimistic about this whole system now because this is the first evidence we have of how we choose our teammates and how we're going to join the event without elevators. Say it with me, people. No more elevators. No more elevators. No more.
Shut up!
Let me play this video for you one more time, and then I'm going to break it down piece by piece so we can see exactly what's going on here. The first thing I want to point out is the music is so pleasant. Thank you, Focus, for not... No! Alright, this is a split screen view with TDS developer RazuAddicts on the right and one of his alts on the left. First thing he does here is click on the brand spanking new party button that's on the left side of the screen. It's sandwiched between the inventory and rewards buttons. Once he clicks on that, it says, "You don't appear to be in a party, frowny face. Get started by clicking the create party button," so he does. And it brings up a new window that shows his name on the left and his alt's name on the right. Now the reason it only shows his alt's name here is because there's nobody else in the lobby. When you use this feature, it's going to show everybody that's in your lobby, so you'll be able to pick whoever you want to team up with. Then he clicks on the alt's name, and you can see on the alt screen on the left that a message pops up which says, "RazuAddicts invited you to a party," along with a button that says join. The alt clicks that join button and instantly joins the party. You can also see a crown next to the party leader's name, so you know who's in charge. Now this is really funny. On the party leader's screen, you can see a button that says destroy. This is for disbanding a party that you're the party leader in. It's funny that it says destroy and not just leave like it does on the alt screen. This is funny, right guys? Please laugh. Now that they're paired up, Raz takes his main account and goes over to the pumpkin patch, and an option appears for him to press E to pick some pumpkins, aka find a match. Once he does that, the matchmaking system begins and the game starts looking for other people to match him with. Because this is a 4-player event, it's gonna look for 2 other people to fill out the group. In this video, it pairs Raz's group of 2 with another group of 2, which includes Below Natural and FIFU123. Then the system immediately starts teleporting all 4 of them into the event map. That is really quick and really cool. All right, now I'm gonna point out some things that I noticed about this process that were both good and bad. One thing that's good about this system is you can see what towers the other players you match up with have. The bad thing about this is I don't see any way for you to communicate with those players to tell them they have to change their towers if they're bringing something dumb like the paintballer.
Bruh.
And even if there was a way to talk to them, you're not really given enough time to make those changes. You can hear a countdown timer beeping once you're in a full team of 4, but I don't see a countdown timer anywhere on the screen that would tell you exactly how many seconds you have before the teleportation process begins. Something interesting to note about this process is that in the window that says teleporting, there's a button that says OK. I wonder if this is a way to skip the countdown process and begin loading into a map immediately. Another good thing I see here is that Raz's alt is level 0 and is able to join the event without any problems. This means that either there's not going to be a level limit on who can join this this event, or it's able to join because it's in a party with a high level player. If it's the latter, then this is a good way to let beginners play the event by ensuring they have a high level player vouch for them. If it's the former, then, well, may God have mercy on our souls. Something that might be really bad is that I can't see any option to leave the game queue once you match up with other players. This is no bueno, because if you get paired up with players that aren't bringing good towers, you'd have to wait until you load into the game and then leave, just to have to rejoin and go through that whole process again. I think there should be a button next to the OK button in the teleporting box that says leave to avoid situations like this. Something else to point out is the fact that this box at the top says night 1, and once again, Harry has confirmed right from the very beginning. This is exactly what I've been saying all along. The event is going to use a night system instead of a wave system, and there's going to be 4 nights, which is why we got 4 boss leagues. Now, it looks like this green bar here is actually a measure of how many people are in your group. You can see it go from 2 to 4 when the other 2 players join Raz and his alts. It also looks like this timer here is a measurement of how much time has gone by since you've started looking for other players to match with. It took 2 seconds for them to match, and that's why you see the number 2 there. You know, now that I'm seeing how this matchmaking system is set up, it makes a lot more sense of the leak I reported on yesterday. It's basically just Raz's player UI with his tower displayed, but instead of a picture of his avatar, it's a little animation that shows his avatar pulling out a gun. Look out! The cute creature has a gun! And here's another pic that he released of a different one of those animations. In this one, his avatar's arms are actually detached from his body. Oh my god! I think it's supposed to be like his avatar is holding up its fists, and that's why he says he's ready to fight. So that's how matchmaking is going to work for this event, and I'm super pumped for it. Choosing my teammates has been a dream of mine since I started playing this game, and it's gonna make the experience of getting into a match so much better since we don't have to worry about randoms randomly jumping into our elevator. Oh yeah, and one more important thing to note here is the fact that Raz's team joined Below's team from different servers. Raz points this out in his original Discord message when he says, "You can only use the party system for this event. After matchmaking is fully released, you'll be able to use it for other game modes. The 2 players, Below Natural and Faifu123, were in another server." So it looks like we're gonna be able to build our team from people that are in our same server, but we're gonna be able to match with randoms from any server. I know the devs have been working on global matchmaking for a while, so I guess that's what this is. All right, now moving on to the other leak that just dropped today. Below Natural posted this video to the official Paradoxum Games Twitter account. He says, "The feels when you get bored while waiting for your favorite map." And then his avatar throws a tomahawk boomerang. I'm gonna guess that this is definitely one of the new emotes from the new event Battle Pass. I cannot wait until the event drops and I join a lobby just to get decapitated by a tomahawk. Now, the last thing I want to cover here are some basic observations about the event lobby. Yes, it looks like once again we're getting a new lobby. So obviously from this video you can see that the elevators have been redesigned. They're pretty cool looking with this metal grating on the sides and the smoke spilling out of these pipes. It's got a very industrial feel, doesn't it? One thing I want to point out here that's kind of weird is that here you can see that it looks like this elevator is self-contained, but this other elevator has a window or a large opening to the elevator next to it. Now, I don't know exactly why it's set up this way, but it kind of reminds me of a PvP setup where you can see who's in the elevator next to you that you're going to be going against. I also know that the colors red and blue were used way back when this game used to have a PvP mode, and what do you know? There's 2 barrels right there, one red, one blue. Coincidence? Actually, it might be, since I don't think the PvP game mode is going to be ready in time for the Halloween event, but this could just be a placeholder for whenever the PvP update does release. All right, moving on. When I analyze the lobby in this video, the first thing I see is this really neat looking conveyor system down here. It almost looks like minecarts running on a track under the lobby. Now I just need someone to figure out which emote phases me through the wall so I can get down there. It could have something to do with the new crate opening room, since when the hardcore update was released a year ago, that's exactly where the crate opening area was. And even in the current lobby, it's right underneath our feet. So I feel like that's where it could be. Another thing to note here is that the statue that you go to when you join an event match is moving. You can actually see it slightly bouncing up and down, which is an animation that some of the towers have. You can also just barely see a cape coming off of the back of the statue. I'm gonna make a complete guess here and say that the statue is actually the final event boss, the Solar Queen, or whatever you want to call her. That seems like the most relevant character to put there. All right, now I did you guys a favor and used my superior art skills to draw out what I think this new lobby is gonna look like based on these videos. On the very right side, there's gonna be a circle circular kind of area. That's where players are going to load into when they join TDS. The new event's going to be over there, and that's where Raz's alt is standing in that fountain that has the Paradoxum Games logo statue. And then branching off from that is a hallway, and that's where the blue carpet and the elevators are. And at the end of that hallway is where the elevators for the hardcore game mode are going to be. And that brings me to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to continue to post any new leaks or info about this event that the devs release. So if you enjoyed this content, go ahead and smash that like button with your forehead, hit the subscribe button with your big toe, and turn on notifications however you can so you don't miss any of my amazing upcoming content. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say. Hey!